You're watching Doki Doki Literature Club Plus on twitch.tv/Ratrapina. Alright. I should read this all in the voice that I'm giving Monica, which is fucking terrible. Oh, you're still here? Even after class? After the memes and the destruction? The afflicted have been deleted away? Well, that's great. This is not chaos. What the fuck is this voice I'm doing? It's time for extra credit. We're going to be doing another session of my Minecraft role-playing session. This time, I'm the dom and you're the sub. So get into this Subway sandwich and kneel on the floor. It's time to add the condiments now. Whatever is seen, it cannot be felt. Even if you are the Subway and I am the vorist. That was a shitty Lemmy impression. There you go.
Bro, what the fuck?
It's like fuck off.
Tastes like fuck off. Now he doesn't roar when he says it. In main chat it says, OMG guys, Monika from Doki Doki Literature Club is now an AI VTuber. She can now talk to you and stream Gas Station Simulator at the same time. Oh my god. I had the oh my god.
That's great.
Anyways. Last time I played this game was like a long time ago. We actually played it in spring last year, so it's going on a year since we last played it.
A year, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this ought to be good. Alright, so more Breath of the Wild Tuesday. Now, I know there's videos on Sunday, but my dumbass actually posted it today because I fucking thought it was Sunday all day long. So, scratch that. There won't be a new video this Sunday, but there will be a new video next Sunday. The new video is already out. You can watch it right now. It's really dumb. I have a dark face cam because... There it is. Yep. And here we are with Doki Literature Club. Now, for anybody just joining, we already beat this game. Both the original one and the plus. So, we're not going to be playing the original game. We're going to be playing the side stories, which I've never done before. And I heard they were good. So, yeah. Was there porn on my screen? Oh, no, it's not porn. I thought I saw a nipple. It was a cow udder thing. I was like, Doki, what the fuck? Alright, anyways, check out these fucking Doki edge girls. Look at Yuri over there being a fucking edgester.
That's hot. That's
Natsuki's
hot.
being fat.
Yep.
Sayembo is just being dumb as usual. And then there's Monika being, charming. Alright, so side stories.
More like fat Suki.
I would turn the game volume a tad bit up.
Oh, I don't even have the game volume on yet. Let me see. There's no music yet, but I'll turn the sound effect volume up. So that was a lo-fi song that was playing.
Oh, I legit thought that was the sound from the game.
No.
Because it sounded something I was like, oh, this is so cool, fine Doki Doki music. Yeah, that's cool.
No, it could be in the game. That was very cool. Now, let's see what this says. The side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the main events of the game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and reviewing their special scenes in DDLC. Oh, no shit. I didn't know that.
Oh, with the speed run?
So, we have to write poems for the specific characters. So okay, we have Sayembo and Yuri, but we don't have... what's her fucking name? Natsuki.
Natsuki.
Right? Wait.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think that's right. But this shows Yuri in it too, so I'm a little confused. I don't know. Well, we went after Yuri, so... I don't know, we'll just see what's happening here. Alright, would you guys rather do trust or understanding first? What do you think?
Trust.
Maz, are you gonna say anything?
Hello? Sorry, my shit's still acting up. I'm still trying to fix it.
What is acting up? What's happening?
It's like my thing is like... It's like bugging out a little bit. It's like it's like taking a long time to really load. That's the thing.
Oh.
What is, like, your Discord?
Yeah, my Discord, along with like trying to see the stream. It's
Oh.
like kind of annoying.
That's weird. I don't know why that'd be malfunctioning so much. Well, I don't know about, do you want to restart Discord? Because, like, you're gonna need to see the game, obviously.
I think the sound on the stream is should be good.
Oh, I like the big black bar that just appeared. That was really
Oh
cool.
yeah, that's great.
I wish it would, you know, display as it's supposed to, maybe? What are you fucking doing? The fuck? I fucking hate this thing sometimes. Come on.
It's not showing up on the stream.
There we go. Okay. Sorry. Fucking wasn't displaying the right window for some weird reason. Okay, I just put the music back on. It's a little bit too quiet while we're waiting here. But, anyways, we'll just wait a second. We kind of have to... Maz has to be able to see or else we won't be able to read anything to the character.
Alright, time to pull up the, what was it called? Monica story after or something?
Monica. Time to stream Monica After Story. Oh my god.
Okay, I see the stream.
Okay. In that case, you guys all say, did you all say trust?
Yeah.
Bro, I said trust.
Alright, we'll do trust then. I trust this is gonna be good. I trust it's gonna be good. You see what I did there? I trust that it's gonna be good. I trust. Anyways.
You kissed your mother with that mouth? Does your mother even kiss you?
No. Here we go. Begin the side story. Yes. I like the old PC boot up thing. What is this original
Screen.
music?
Yeah, the stream.
What happened to the stream? What is it down? It was up. The fuck?
No, are you able to stream Doki on Discord?
Oh wait, what the hell? Hold on a second. God damn it!
I was just hoping that.
Oh, look at all the CG.
There we go. Actually, that is very nice. I haven't done this voice in a while. I'm gonna fuck this up. Okay, everyone, the literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance. Okay, this is original music. This was nowhere in the original game. It's already starting. Wait, wrong one. Wait, hold on. I miss debate club. Who knew it'd be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Forgot how we're doing this. Who's gonna be... Was I the narrator? I forgot. Am I the narrator? Should I do it? I can read fast.
I think you were the narrator.
Alright. I don't know if there's gonna be a voice for this, but... Should I do a voice or should I just read my voice? What do you guys think?
Just use your voice.
Alright. Monica is the only member of the literature club. In the days that have passed, all of her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monica glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick it over their other club interests. I can't just rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them a vision. A vision. I had a vision. But what kind of vision? Monica rests her head on her desk, deep in thought. But before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late to catch up... Yeah. The recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up to her. I skipped the word start for some reason.
Grade A visual novel.
This is me right now. I stayed up until 9:30 a.m. I'm fucking tired.
Fucking having a stroke over there.
It's so quiet and the noise of the air conditioning is soothing. Oh yeah, it is. Here, I'll play the noise of the air conditioning right now.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, it is. Look at it. This is the noise of the air conditioning right here.
Yeah, that's what I heard when I slept over at your house. Man.
Obviously, I don't want to ruin the story for anybody who hasn't seen this yet, so I'm not going to make it a total meme, but I'm going to be funny, obviously.
I want to see that Sayori.
I'm going to sing that Sayori, too.
Hello?
Okay, we were right.
Fuck.
Wow.
I'm going to do a voice for the narrator. Flirtengert.
Suddenly,
a voice causes Monika to snap awake. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I never do this.
Is this the Nappy Club?
No! This is... Monika pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is in fact the Literature Club. This is the Literature Club.
Yay! I got it wrong for a sec.
I'm super sorry. It was like so unprofessional of me to do that.
I apologize. I do that all the time.
What are you talking about? What do you do?
Did I miss the club meeting? Where is everybody?
Well, about that. This is everybody. Whoops.
Really? Just you?
But we're getting more members and working really hard on it.
Hold on a sec. If it's just you, that means I get to be vice president.
Wait, vice president? What are your qualifications?
Oh, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president.
Now you're just making fun of me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What was your name?
Sayori.
Okay, Sayambo. I've been trying really, really hard on this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening to not be taken seriously, you know. I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too.
Oh no. I'm so sorry. I don't care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I want to make a terrible vice president.
I mean, I'm sure that... Monika tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about Sayori. I'm sorry that this isn't like a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I found a few more members at least?
Well, no. I want to join now.
Sorry. Really?
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing, and you should be proud of it, you know?
Like sleeping.
Like sleeping. So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun.
What are you
Like
talking about?
sleeping.
Sleeping is not stressful. I'm stress-free when I'm sleeping.
If nothing else, I'm good at that, so...
I'm also good at sleeping. Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayambo. Oh, I'm Monika, by the way.
Monika? That's such a cool name.
Oh, now you're trying to cheer me up.
But you're smiling.
Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monika glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it.
So what do we do first?
Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members.
I can do that.
Cool. And I think I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission.
My mission is to make everyone happy.
Zyka, yo, stop with the ASMR. We're fucking reading here.
You mute yourself, you son of a bitch.
Stop your
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Stop eating your fucking chips.
Go push the talker mute. That ASMR was quite impressive. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it.
Hey, do you like hugs?
I guess so. Sayumbo suddenly pulls Monika into a friendly hug and
Whoa.
grabs her ass a little. Then she lets go.
Oh.
How come they didn't put that in there? I wanted to see that.
Some people can just really use hugs sometimes. Besides,
Sayumbo whispers loudly.
hugs energy is what keeps me at my best.
Hug energy. Moniko laughs. Although Sayori is very different from her, Moniko feels her spirits lifted so much that her laugh kind of scared herself. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member, but I have a feeling she would have been scared by her laugh anyway. Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. Hoover says, "What is this anime-looking game?" Oh, it's just some just some poopy, shitty game. Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard today about to get more people.
Me too. I was thinking we should tie him up with a rope and lock him in the closet. A day passes and the time comes for the literature club, Monika and Sayumbo to reconvene. And this is becoming less Flirtinger and more like the fucking SpongeBob fish narrator guy. Breaking news in Bikini Bottom!
That's perfect, I love that.
As president, Monika ensures that she's the first to arrive to the club room, but she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayumbo. Yeah, this is me every night when Zyka takes 800 years to get to the I'm kidding. It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayumbo changed her mind about joining. No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. Is it time for Hollow Knight yet?
Fuck you say! Shut the fuck up!
Suddenly, Sayumbo comes bouncing through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper.
Sorry I'm late, I'm here.
It's okay, welcome back.
And
Sayumbo spins over to Monika and deposits the sheet into Monika's desk. Oh, what's this? Do you want to read it, Maz, or do you want me to read it?
Sure, I'll take it.
Alright.
take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland, caution me to watch my step, so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up. The more I can land to you.
I just want to point that Hoover said, I shall return when thou shalt stream Hollow Knight. Till then, thou shalt be rid of Hoover. Well, guys, it seems like we're not going to see Hoover ever.
No, we're not going to see it.
Ever!
If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust this. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland.
I have to say that was a pretty good poem, except for the hand-holding part, a little too lewd for me.
Fuck!
Hey, this is really good. I especially like the hand-holding part, a little too lewd for me. You wrote this, Sayori.
Of course! Wait, no, this is the wrong side of the paper. Oh, no.
Huh?
I wasn't ready to share that yet. I'm so embarrassed.
Monika flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new members. Oh, so this is what you meant to show me. Okay, I'm curious now. Do you write poetry often?
I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good as you are.
Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again after a week. I always read it again a week after I write it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be, or something like that.
Oh. You have more confidence in yourself. The literature club planet president.
Ah! I guess you're not wrong, man. I need to, like, set a good example or whatever. You know, I can envision the club doing something like that.
Doing what?
You know, like taking naps, sharing poems we write and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I love
yeah,
that.
yeah. Sorry.
It's such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to other people usually. But you can when it's a poem, right?
Yes! I think that's helping me form a more cohesive vision for the club. So I'm glad you showed me. Well, even though it was by accident.
Me too. I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else read it. I'll try to show you more of them in the future.
I'd love that. Oh, jizz, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together?
My brain stormed so hard. It was like a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster.
Sambo, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes.
I was hungry. That's a good idea, isn't it?
Let me think about this. When would we have the chance to give people cupcakes?
You know, like when they come into the club. What if we said we had free cupcakes at the Flyers?
I'm kind of worried that it would bring in the wrong kinds of people, you know?
Wrong kinds?
People would just come in for the cupcakes and then leave.
Oh, nobody would do that. That would be mean.
But you know, I want to find people who are really into literature, even if they don't know it yet. Let's see, the next thing on the... Okay, I'll stop this. Okay, I'm sorry. Hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it.
Like, going around the school and finding people who are reading books, you know?
Like in the morning? Oh.
Yeah, don't fucking steal my line, bitch.
Ah, shut up, you dumb bitch.
Like in the morning or during lunch? And we tell them to check out the literature club.
Well, the problem with that is, wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for an assignment or something? How would we know if they're reading for fun?
Shit, Okay, there we go.
Well, we could ask them. But then we would be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part, I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize, you're coming up with a lot more than I can. Your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just put them up on the wall. I'd definitely like to start doing that.
I'm useful.
I never said you weren't, but it wasn't blind. What? I just need to think, what would we tell people when handing them out? I'm having an aneurysm if you gotta know. I don't want to just be like, join the Literature Club. Let's figure out how we can engage people better.
Well, if we told them that the club activities and stuff.
Well, that's a lot better than I was going to say. I was going to say, why don't we just start fucking What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, Sayori, pretend you're a normal person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that! You know, like a random passerby who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of the Literature Club?
Probably like... Weren't you stupid? I'm joining the enemy club.
What the heck?
What the fuck is wrong with her?
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of a friend of mine.
Bruh. Okay, what if I said that we like do group reading and discuss it together?
I would probably not do that.
Well, that's you, Sayori.
Yeah, but it doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We need to really catch their interest, you know?
Ugh. This sucks. Why is this so hard?
Monica, don't be saying.
What do you like about literature, Sayamo?
Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you couldn't do normally. When you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends.
Oh, sorry, I was just dancing. I'm still listening.
I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's like, intimate.
Yes!
Saying dumbass things. You're not even making sense.
Shut the fuck up!
What?
How do we get that across to people? We could be like, express your true self.
Be intimate about with us.
Be intimate with it. That's a little,
I'm just kidding. Oh my god!
What is it?
Look at all the things in my classroom! How much can I do inside of your rush? You're silly me!
Rush, but you were... Oh, never mind. Did you want to get your stuff then?
I'll forget if I don't do it now.
Ah! Well, I'll wait for you then.
Okay, it won't take a sec.
Sayamo dashes out of the room, leaving a streak of smoke behind her and catching the floor on fire, leaving Monika momentarily alone and burning. Monika sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. I might have added stuff to that. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out. No. Right into your heart. Right the way into your heart. Join the literature club right the way into your heart. Wow, that's lame.
Monika!
Ah! Oh, what is it? You startled me.
Sorry. But it's something important. On the way to my class room, there was a girl reading a book.
Reading a book?
That's right, recruiter.
Well, you're sure she's not just doing homework?
I could tell if she was really into it.
Well, I guess we can take a look and hopefully it's not some kind of, like, lewd readings where somebody is sucking two cocks in... What? Monika grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Then, the two depart from the classroom with Sayori leading the way.
This way!
You don't have to run. Sayamo leads Monika over to a particular classroom, then lowers her voice to a whisper.
See? In here.
Monika peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book. Oh, I was dancing, sorry. I feel like a creep doing this.
You go inside and talk to her.
Me?
You're the president, and I would probably scare her away.
Okay, fine. I will do it. Do it. Monika takes a deep breath, then timidly enters the classroom.
That was fast.
Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed.
Why? What happened?
When I entered the classroom, she didn't even look up from her book, so I kind of just left the flyer on her desk, and then walked out.
That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see you and want to join the club.
I hope so. Shall we head back now? The two head back to the classroom, Sayori feeling rather accomplished and Monika still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. Upon returning, Monika and Sayembo resume their strategy making. They discuss various kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to twerking their asses off. After going through Sayori's list, and with Monika coming up with ideas of her own, the two end up in a better spot from where they began. Well, suggesting I'm 2 inches to the right, that was better than where I began. I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this?
Sayori peers at the sheet of paper Monika was jotting on earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking of myself.
Join the literature club. Right the way to your heart. That's so cute.
Ah! I thought it was a little overdramatic.
But,
Sayembo pauses and thinks for a moment.
you know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit.
What? What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong.
Yeah, but...
Would you call yourself a perfectionist?
Yes. Yes, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea ahead of how I want things to go. And it's like, I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, I don't try my hardest and everything. So I don't think it's that bad. Like with joining this club. We have such an opportunity to make it and do exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it, so I'm just really afraid of deviating from that. The vision.
What's the vision?
It's... Monika pauses to think, then remembers the Marvel superhero and shakes her head. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to... Monika trails off. Smiling, Sayori taps her fingers against the sheet of the paper. Right the way into your heart.
I think what you're trying to do is to make the club that you need the most out of anyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course. But I'm here to help you.
Monika returns Sayembo's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really going to make this the bestest club ever. As you can tell, I'm great at literature. Sayembo nods and then questions herself. Then the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner. And the only movement in the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayembo breaks the moment with a big yawn. Time to go home.
You tell me. You're the president.
Ha ha ha. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow.
Me too.
Sayori beams and grabs her thing. You can go on ahead. I need a few minutes still.
Oh, I can wait.
That's alright. I just want a little bit of time alone.
In that case,
Sayembo waves enthusiastically at Monika.
good luck.
Monika smiles and waves in return as Sayembo spins her way out of the classroom. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayembo, but she decides it was something she probably needed right about now. The club that I need the most. I don't get it. I just wanted to start a club with more passion. Something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that, because it's the window to the real person inside of us. Underneath the person who's forced to always smile and blend in. The person who's forced to be perfect. Monika suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sayumbo leave this folder behind? I hope that it didn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monika opens the folder to check. Poems? It's a folder of poems.
Oh, jeez, fuck me.
Because... Should I read this in this Monika?
Yeah, you might as well.
Okay, that's a fucking long one. Alright, I'm reading in kiosk voice. Here we go. I'm gonna sit up for this. Become the flower. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, pluck every day. Pluck, pluck, pluck so pretty in my hair. Pluck, 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 you're going to die. And you too. Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction, and the field I stand in, the prosperous field, is a barren wasteland. The fruits of my labor, the fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy. And that is why I've decided I must become the flower. Okay, I don't want to bore everybody here, but part of me wanted to reread that again. Because I think I missed the purpose of that, but I'll reread it later. What the? Wait! Ah! Sorry. Sayumbo! Oh! That was the whole story?
That was part 1.
I wanted more!
There's part 2. There's 2.
Call your tits.
Oh,
We have pictures.
Jesus.
Oh,
Monika.
that's hot. That's hot.
Thick Monika. How'd you guys think of my Monaco performance?
Jesus.
Yeah, yes. Indeed.
Yeah, very hot. Very hot.
Poems?
Take my hand. I can't wait for Natsuki's part.
Oh my god. I'm surprised by the length of the first part. I'm like, wow, this is pretty decent amount of length for just a little thing. There's like 5 more after this. I'm like, okay.
Fairly substantial, honestly. And you know what? I actually enjoyed that. I have to say, the writer does not only succeed in creating psychological thrillers, but he can actually pull off the wholesomeness and the realism of the club pretty well. But I actually noticed, I was already sensing from this small wholesome tidbit of the story where it starts with just these two. Which, by the way, I'm kind of surprised that this is a whole story with just Monika and Sayori. No main character or Yuri or Natsuki. And it was great, honestly. I liked it.
Yep.
But here's the thing. I was noticing it. Did you guys feel it? I felt the Monika, like, underneath all of it still. Like, especially the part where she was reading to herself out loud. I was like, I feel it. I feel the, like, the comment that Monika made to Sayori about being unusually nice also kind of tickled me in the way where I was like, I wonder if Monika's already... Maybe she doesn't realize it yet. I don't think she does, but she's like, she's already picking it up that, like, you know, everything's a little off.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That was great, though. I really enjoyed that. I think I would read that again in my own time. That was great. Begin this side story. I'm sorry. In your opinion, before I continue, I don't want to ruin this for anybody. Do you guys think it's funny? If I can, do you like me being too silly with this, or am I being too silly? Am I taking away from this?
I
think
like
it's
it.
fine. I think it's fine for it to be
Yeah.
sus.
Okay, because I'm still reading everything and doing somewhat of acting, but I'm like, I didn't know if all the stupid jokes was taking away. I didn't want to like ruin this for anyone.
You're fine.
Alrighty. Then let's continue. Or you know what? Actually, let's go back.
I almost feel like I would be bored if you did it like just straight through.
Alright, for the sake of giving Maz a break, let's start Yumbos.
Wait, that's Sayori.
That's also Sayori.
Oh, so I won't be
They're all Sayori.
Oh, they are all a Sayori. Did we go the Sayumbo route? What the hell? Oh, we did! This only counts for the first half of the game, not the second half where Yuri tried to fucking kill us. So...
Hey, really? There's all 6 side stories. Wait, does that mean part 1 and part 2, or is it
I think this
like...
is Sayumbo part 1 and Sayumbo part 2. I think we need, like... I think we have to do Yuri and Natsuki to, like, get the other ones.
Alright, time to speed run.
But, let's do this one. No, actually... No, place your votes. Part 2 or start this one? What do you guys think? I'm fine with whatever you pick.
I kind of want to see part 2. Kind of like, I don't know, it just feels like there might be like cohesion or something. I don't want to break up the cohesion. Unless the other 2 beneath them are like not related to the top 2. You know what I mean? Like jumping around timeline.
Yeah. I don't mind either way. I still am going to remember this, but I'm just wondering what you guys think.
Part 2.
Just do part 2.
Just do part 2? Okay. Oh, excuse me. By the way, I love this new music. Like, all the songs that I played so far is great.
Add to the
Really
list.
nice.
Another day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monaco should have come up with a plan today for club's tasks, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayumbo's poem. I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention? Sayumbo is going through these kinds of feelings, and I'm letting her comfort me instead of the other way around. What kind of club president does that? This whole time, I did not think to ask about her own feelings. So much for the stupid vision. Sayumbo enters the club room with her usual smile, but upon seeing the downcast Monika, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern.
Monika? Is everything okay?
I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend.
Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend.
Monaco shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours. Sayumbo responds quickly.
What are you talking about?
But as she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sayumbo mutters her realization.
I left my folder here.
Monaco stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response.
I wasn't ready to show those. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want that.
But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Sayumbo nods. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy.
This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday. It was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy. So, if you do this, then you're just being selfish.
Monika massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things. But as unfair as it is for Monika to pry, it's also painful for Monika to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend. I'm sorry I disrespected your privacy.
No, I don't blame you for looking. You should have at least needed to check if it was mine.
Yeah. Monika takes a deep breath. Okay, I understand that you don't want me to worry, and I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something?
Promise you what?
Monika pauses to collect her thoughts. This is the literature club. It's a place where people can express themselves in the ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision right the way into your heart or whatever. So I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sayumbo smiles gently.
I'll promise if you promise.
Unable to help it, Monika returns Sayori's smile. I promise.
Me too.
As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted and they start with that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. So, want to teach me about poetry?
Huh? But what about recruitment?
It's fine, we have plenty of time for that. But right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know.
There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything.
That's fine. I think I just need, like, some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems.
Starting isn't so hard. You gotta just need to write down your feelings, and so where it takes you.
Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good.
It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind in this one. You can just start by writing your feelings, and then see what kind of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story.
Oh, I'm so fucking lightheaded. Oh, jeez.
You can get your feelings down first, and then make it sound pretty later.
You want me to take over?
No, it's fine. I got this. It's not like building a railroad, but where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a college, where you find all the things you want to put in, and then you arrange them in a pretty way.
You mean collage?
At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning.
I'm gonna have to be real with you guys. It's actually pretty good advice.
I understand! Yes, I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget what's actually important. Monika pulls out a pen and paper to start writing on. Stop being a perfectionist. You idiot. I'm just kidding. Monika scribbles out, "You idiot," after she writes it down.
No, keep it!
What? Oh, I'm sorry, what was that? Are you calling me an idiot?
Of course not. But the point is that you're not
I double-clicked. No, fuck!
But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want.
But I was just, well, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monika rewrites, "You idiot." She stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. It's kind of funny how I wrote that down. It's kind of funny how I wrote down what I'm mad at myself for, and then I did exactly the same thing anyways. This is really going to take some getting used to.
I believe in you.
Thanks, I do too. I mean. That was confusing. But also you, of course. Monika continues to exercise as she does yoga and plays Wii Fit, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite a struggle to write without overthinking it. But after a while, with Sayumbo's guidance and encouragement, Monika's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of her random thoughts. Oh. Monika looks up and down at her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it, but it's kind of liberating.
I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems.
Ha ha ha, don't give me too much credit. I'd have to try really, really hard at it, but I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing. With you. Sayumbo beams. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I wouldn't be so picky about the language.
Yeah, let's do it.
Monika and Sayumbo proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. This is a great side story, by the way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even been disappointed if that was the whole part 2, because that was great as it was, but I'm glad there's more. Quick thoughts before continuing.
It sounded like that was a good ending, but I really thought it was just going to fade to the next.
I'm so glad there's more, though, but for anybody that doesn't care about my thoughts, I'm going to put this up. You can skip to after this is on the video, but... Okay, just going to discuss really quick. First off, Sayumbo. I think I said on the original that my favorite was Yuri and Monika. And then Sayumbo, and then Natsuki. That's what I said. That's how it's always been since my first playthrough, my second, my third.
Yeah.
But, you know what? I'm gonna say this side story is really making me look at Sayori very differently. I mean,
yeah,
it's still Sayori. It's still present with her personality. But to me, it feels more believable and genuine and more like, I get it now. Like, the first time around, I got what they were doing, but it felt a little cliche, and I was assuming that was the intention, was that it was supposed to. But she just feels so alive this time. And not to mention, her interactions with the main character, low-key, were a little depressing. I know she wasn't trying to be, but I didn't like the way that she interacted with the main character, and I didn't like the way he interacted with her. It just felt too disingenuous for me. Like,
yeah.
But Monika and Sayori have a fantastic relationship together. Like, I really like the way that these two interact. Their chemistry is great.
Right. Yeah, I was feeling that too. And I'm honestly surprised and a little shocked at her at what she was telling, you know, her advice and all that. It's actually really like legit and solid, pretty solid. And it felt like the original in this playthrough of her, it felt she didn't have all that much depth to her the first time around. It was very much something that was this was very much something that I felt was missing from her character the first time around, or that's how I felt.
The worst part is that I think I'm gonna actually use that advice. That is a very unorthodox advice. I've looked up writing videos, and obviously I've taken enough school, but like, I've never heard that. The way it was described was important, especially the don't erase that part. I like the fact that write everything that comes to your head down and just have a fucking jumbled mess that you can piece together instead of trying to build it one piece at a time. I like that a lot.
Yeah, because getting it out of your head and looking at it, well, I can see how that could really fucking help you be able to, you know, make something more solid. Because as soon as you start thinking on one specific part, the other parts kind of start fading away, and they might have very good meaning that could have added to your other ideas.
Not to mention, when it comes to the psychology of writing, sometimes it's very easy to lose motivation when you get stuck on one part too long and it's too difficult and you become frustrated with it. And it just gives you gratification when you add this extra step, and it's not even inherently hard, it's just a matter of doing it. And then when you get it done, you have the gratification of knowing that, okay, I have something to work with, now I just have to use it. When, if you didn't, and you do what me and apparently Monika always does, is that you just become obsessed with needing to include one thing that you really want in your story, and you try making the story fit around that, when that's like not a good way to write. Because like Sayori said, it's like very interesting. This is actually helping me more than it is Monika, if being honest here, but it's like, it's not a street. It's not like a highway getting from point A to point B. It's like a collage, and you need all the sides of the things to even start putting it together, not just like building it in a row. That's not how it works. That's fairly interesting, honestly.
Yeah. I love that. That was surprisingly some solid-ass advice.
Yeah. And that poem that Sayori wrote was actually, I mean, the ones that she wrote in the main story were really great, too, but that one was really interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That poem, Flower, I felt it. I was like, wow, this is like, the hell?
I'm gonna have to reread that poem again, because I got it, but I also didn't get it. Like, I got the gist of it, but I wanted to reread it so I can, like, feel a little more of the depth of it. But anyhow, let's continue. I mean, if you clicked on a game called Doki Literature Club Plus, I assume you would expect to hear people talking about literature a little bit, so I'm sorry for boring. Anyways, another day passes. As usual, Monika is the first... Okay, I need to stop slouching. I need to sit up. God damn it. As usual, Monika is the first one of the club room. With her is a printout of the revised Literature Club flyer, complete with the all-new ideas Monika and Sayori came up with. Narrator, what happened to you? If only this was the flyer we gave to that one reading girl the other day. It's so much more attractive than the old one. But the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Write the way into your heart. Surely common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully Monika and Sayori had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from the students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monika thinks back to the previous meeting when she performed the writing exercise. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be the president if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? Can I just say? Theory moment real quick. So, like, I was, like, thinking the same thing as Monika. I'm like, wow, she seems like a really intelligent, realistic young lady who I relate to a lot myself. I'm not sure how many people would, but she's definitely my kind of personality. And here's the thing. I find it funny that she questions herself this much, even though she's a perfectionist, as if she doesn't know what she's doing. Because the thing is, based on the bigger story going on here, if she really is, like, a human in this digital world, like a real person surrounded by, like, fake anime personalities, then she has, like, a script that's being, like, forced onto her, like some kind of, like, fucking supernatural force. It's like, she woke up with this information in her head, and she thought that she's always existed, but she hasn't, because it's, like, a script. And she's believing it, but she's forgetting how she got here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's asking herself, what, like, she should be ready for this, but she doesn't feel like she is. Because Monika's the only character that realizes that when the narration says a few days passed by, to her, only one day passed by. It's the same amount of writing that we as the audience experience, because Monika is not being fooled by the script that's being, like, forced onto them. You know what I'm saying?
Not like that.
I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. I think it's kind of interesting. Anyways, the Literature Club is truly beginning to take form. It's morphing around and it's slimy and gross, and it's really nice looking, actually. But with that, the weight on Monika's shoulders only becomes heavier. Debate Club was always about a rigid structure. formulating airtight points and counterpoints, and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monika was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself for real. FR. Monika pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper. But her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen. Well, that's funny. That's a callback to her poem later on. Monika lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it. As she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monika's blank canvas. Out of spite for herself, Monika presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monika. Just move your hand. Monika writes. This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain. Monika slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. The air conditioner seems louder today.
I'm here.
Oh, I thought that was you for some reason. Hi! Monika hears Sayori approach her desk, then stop for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk.
Bad day?
Yes. Wait, narrator, that was my line, narrator! Anyways. You too?
The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard on the club, but also something else, I think.
I can do it. Wait, what? Sorry. That's what happens when you don't get enough sleep. I can do it. I'm sorry. The narrator is possessing my body right now. Help me, Sayembo. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Sayembo takes the sheet of paper from Monika's desk. She writes something down, then stares at it for a while.
Can I trust you?
Yeah, of course. You can trust me with anything. Sayembo gazes at Monika with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monika takes the paper from Sayembo's desk and reads it.
Jeez. Sometimes I want to die.
God damn.
Sayembo?
This is really, really hard for me.
Her voice shakes.
So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me.
That's completely not true. Sayembo takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself.
That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now, my head is like screaming at me to stop.
Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday.
I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you more than I'm scared.
At those words, Monika stands up. Sayembo must have taken days to work up the courage to this. Were Monika's own futile but genuine efforts actually the push that Sayori needed? Sayori stopped being Sayembo. Sayembo's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monika waits in gentle silence.
I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you could just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kind of things I have. It's so much easier to just smile and have everyone else be happy.
But that's terrible, says the narrator. And that's what Monika wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing.
It's just that if anyone knew about it, they just wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like, whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that.
Sayembo pauses, seeming to recall something in the past.
I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone.
Sayembo pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too?
I'm not worried. I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. But another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about the club is supposed to be, it kept feeling like it was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence, and our friendship doesn't have to change. Ha 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 ha. It's so silly. The club is only 2 people, but it already means this much to me.
Monika feels a tightening sensation in her heart. A feeling of connection as Sayembo's emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sayembo. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare. Monika steps forward. But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy, if you'd like. We get to see an image this time! Sorry, the narrator broke character there. Wordlessly, and without a smile, Sayembo rests her forehead on Monika's shoulder. Through their contact, Monika can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayembo's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monika realizes that all of the days that have passed, this is the one where she really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything. I'll never judge you. I promise. Sayembo's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice.
I'm so worthless. I'm worthless and everyone would be better off without me.
She suppresses a sob as a tear rolls down her cheek.
I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything. It just feels like everyone just has to put up with me, and I hate it. I hate it.
The more Sayumbo speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest.
I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away. And now I'm making you put up with me, and I just want to die.
As soon as Sayumbo loses her composure, Monika becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now, so she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you, it's just being your friend. Monika offers a few words of comfort, but she knows, Sayori said it herself, that the thoughts Sayori experiences are the ones that don't belong. And Monika can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayori battle them, like any good friend would do. You have so much value, to me, and your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any other members, I would still be happy. That's what brought you here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought us happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right? Sayumbo doesn't respond, but Monika feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. The two share their embrace for a while longer, Monika letting Sayumbo take as much time as she needs. Once her breath steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayumbo lifts her head and wipes her eyes.
I guess I needed that. Some days harder than others.
Well, I'm here whenever you... Hey, narrator, get the fuck out of here. Well, I'm here whenever you need me.
I like to think he's like in the background, and then you're like trying to shoo him as Monika. It's like, fuck, shoot.
Like right now, we're looking through the camera of Doki, and the narrator's like standing behind us on the other side of the camera. Monika's like, narrator, this is my line, get away. You ruined the moment, but any other time, I'll make sure that the things are the way they usually are, if that's what makes you happy.
Thanks. You're the best.
No, you are! She punches her in the face. I'm kidding. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Sayumbo nods.
It's scary. Since it's already so hard to tell people.
Yes, well, of course it will be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you.
Thanks.
Excuse me.
I think it helps knowing that you would.
Sayumbo suddenly yawns and stretches.
Wow, that made me tired. And hungry.
Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it.
No, I want to. I mean, I can say that's definitely one thing that makes me happy.
Monika smiles.
But
shit! Fuck!
God.
It was Monika, what the hell? What the hell, Monika? Sorry, you took my line. That was payback. I'm sorry.
So fucking dumb. Okay.
But I might want to get a snack first.
All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. Here, I got it. You got it. Ready? I'm being over dramatic, I know. Give me a second. Here we go. The door opens halfway and stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Alright.
Nice.
Bro.
No, actually, that was a really
Very
great
good.
side story.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
That was really hard because what Sayori was talking about, that was literally me, what I've been through, you know, with depression and shit. And I mean, shit, you know, like, yeah, that's very much how it is, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a little too real. That wasn't anime sappy depression. That was like realistic depression.
Like, yeah, that was like real shit right there. And the thing
Yeah.
is, like, my friends don't know. Like, people, I don't talk about that shit. I mean, I still struggle with it, and I'll say like, "Oh, I'm having a bad day, like mentally, I'm not having a good one." That's all I'll really say about that. It's like, it's just not a good day for me today, and that's just how it is. Like, it comes and goes. It comes and goes for me because I'm on medication and I'm seeking help, but for Sayori, she isn't having any of that, so it's just with her every fucking day. And I remember how that was. It was horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, Sayembo, I was getting really sad because, I'm not gonna get personal here or anything, but I definitely, I'm sure everybody here knows because I've occasionally brung it up, but I have a really bad issue with escapism, if you know what that is. And Sayembo clearly has the same fucking problem as me, which is that I like to just avoid my own issues by just burying myself in shit that, like in her case, the Literature Club, in my case, the server. But I really don't like to think about normal life. I really like to just think about R&R and live streaming and video games. And I don't as much like to think about, like, the things that depress me and the struggles of everything. Because, I mean, and there's nothing inherently wrong with not wanting to focus on that stuff, as long as you don't like shove it down. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with like focusing on being happy. I think it's a pretty immature perspective to like think that if you have a problem, you have to, like Sayori said, which is surprisingly mature for a character who's supposed to be her age.
Right.
You don't want everybody to surround you and constantly ask what's wrong. That is what an attention-seeking person does. And Sayori definitely doesn't want that. She's the exact opposite. She doesn't want anybody to ever worry about her. So even when she's pain the most, she'll always be there and always be smiling, and she'll just bury it. She'll just like shove it down to the deepest part of her and not express it to anybody. And no one will ever know the difference because she doesn't want anyone to worry because of her. Even if she doesn't see it. She doesn't want anybody to go home and think about her. She just would. That's like the last thing that she wants.
Yeah, having someone worry about you is like the most painful thing like you can ever get.
Yeah.
When you're in Sayori's shoes.
What's funny about that is I literally told people how, or people who have asked me, like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I've lied so many times through my fucking teeth about that, And the thing is, you're bottling that up, and it becomes increasingly harder and harder to keep it down, and not express it. And eventually you just snap, and I don't mean like anger, you just like, something happens and something minor, and then all of a sudden, all those emotions boil over, like, it's just what happens when you bottle it up.
That's how it happens, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
You should definitely talk to a close friend about that thing, definitely. But that's not what I was talking about at all, though. I mean, like, people that seek constantly to, like, essentially people that seek to gratify themselves or to, like, that's the word. The people that seek to justify themselves and their feelings by having other people worry about them are, in my opinion, kind of bad people, honestly. But I like that, and here's the thing: if life was easy, there would be a simple rule book to life, right? But there isn't, because life isn't easy. And Sayembo is like, here's the thing that makes her very, very interesting to me, because I relate to this a lot. The idea of escapism is wanting to escape reality and become so infatuated and immersed with the thoughts of something else that you forget about the actual life that you're living for a moment. That's what escapism is. And a lot of writers like to include that in their stories because it makes for a good story. But at the same time, there are people that become obsessed with escapism to the point where
it becomes hard for them to tackle their own issues at all because they're so used to escaping it. And that's the weird thing, is that everything about life is like a yin and yang. You know the Chinese symbol, the yin and yang? It's all yin and yang. It's all a balance. There's not one way or the other. It's not you pick left or you pick right. It's always you gotta be in the middle. If you just ignore all your problems, then your problems are going to remain, and they're going to get worse, and they're going to boil up inside of you, like Zyka was saying. But if you just tell everybody about your problems and constantly confront them, you're just enabling them to get worse. You need to focus on living a happy life, and you need to escape from the stresses and do things that you genuinely enjoy, like literature, like reading, something that takes you out of reality, something nice that you can have a passion for. Use your mind and think how to get people to be interested in this stuff, and like really try for it, even if nobody actually, or nothing even comes of it. But at the same time, don't bury it that much. You still have to accept them. You still have to accept your feelings. You need to accept them and learn to be happy, not bury them and ignore them. That's the difference there. You know what I mean?
And by doing so, it means finding a healthy way of expressing those emotions. Instead of like, some people, they'll express their emotions by, art and literature, writing poetry, making music, or perhaps even just listening to music. They listen to tracks that match what they're feeling as a way of like venting out those feelings. And then there's unhealthy ways of doing that by drinking alcohol, doing drugs,
Yeah. Well, that's not an escape. That's just burying it.
That's just like, that's an abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's just
but I mean, that's what I mean. There's healthy ways of venting out your feelings and unhealthy ways. Like some people become violent, as ways of dealing with their emotions by like punching people and beating people up. Dude,
there is this. Okay, I promise I'll continue playing the game soon. But the funny story. There was this. Okay. I'm gonna summarize this as quick as I can because I don't want to bore you if you're not interested in this. But for anybody who's interested in a story related to a guy who gets angry and beats the shit out of things when he gets really mad, that's how he takes out his frustration. Listen, as someone who grew up with anger issues, I'm not gonna lie. I suffered with that for so fucking long. I actually had fucking broken spots on my wall because I got so mad. I was a puncher. I was a puncher growing up. That was me. And anger issues are no easier to deal with than having any other mental illness. It's like when you have a feeling that constantly, it gives you intrusive thoughts constantly and it overwhelms you and you can't handle your emotion until it just bursts out when you don't want it to. That is the definition of any mental illness. And none is more worse than the other, really. But all I'm saying is that a funnier aspect on that is there was this dude. So okay, I'm really into speedrunning shit. There was this guy in the GoldenEye speedrunning community who, in the early days of speedrunning, would capture people's VHS tapes and record them with a capture card, like what I use to stream on my Switch. I'm not using it right now because I'm playing on the PC, but most of the time I use it like with Breath of the Wild or etc. And they were not common back then. You literally had to get them like modified. Like a guy had to put it together for you. You couldn't just go to Best Buy and buy a capture card like nowadays. So it was pretty rare, but everybody had a VHS. If you wanted to watch TV, you would record the show coming on at 8 when you had to go to the bar that night, and then when you came back, you could watch the recording. But VHSs have limited space, so you can only do that a couple times. So people would just buy a bunch of VHSs, record their speed runs on the VHS tapes, but you can't put a VHS on a computer. There's no machine even now that exists where you can put a VHS and it will transfer to your computer. So you have to play it on an actual TV and capture the TV screen. That's how it's done. So people would get VHSs of their best speedruns in like the late 90s and early 2000s, really early, before the days of YouTube even existing. And what they would do is they would send them to the guy who lived like in Canada or something, and he would capture their VHSs and upload them to an online forum website that had all the speedruns. Now, like, you didn't need video footage to verify a speedrun back then, because if you were a credible person, people would assume if you had a picture of the time in the late 90s, nobody's going to assume you photoshopped it. If you're a credible guy and you showed a picture, people would be like, oh, shit, he got a new record, holy shit. And then they just expect you to explain how to do it. Well, some people, though, they really wanted to show it. Because some records were so unbelievable, and if you weren't a credible person and you got a record, nobody would believe it. Like, if you got a 5-second drop on the world record, nobody's just going to take your word for it. They need to see that shit. So they would send him to this dude, and there was not only one guy with a capture card. There was a few people in the gold run, the speed run GoldenEye community that had a capture card, but most of them were shitty. If you watch any old speed runs from those days, which I have, they look shitty as fuck. They're just blurry. You can barely tell what's going on. A fucking character wags their hand and there's like a lag with it. Like you see like the remnants of the pixels and shit. Like they don't look good. But there was one guy who had a great capture card for the late 90s. Like way better than you'd expect for a late 90s capture card that isn't professional by any means. And this dude apparently had terrible anger issues and no one knew it. Nobody knew it. He didn't make jokes about it. He didn't stream. Nobody knew he was angry. But apparently he had terrible anger issues that he was seeking help for. And somebody sent him a VHS tape for a 2.5 hour long speedrun that was going to be the world record. And it would have been the world record for like a decade after that if the dude proved that it existed. But the thing is, apparently the guy must have went through something. He didn't specify. It doesn't really matter what it was. Maybe it was like a breakup or something. But he had like a rampage, he said. And he fucking broke a whole bunch of stuff in his house in this rampage. He just went crazy. He like broke shelves and shit. And apparently in these boxes there were VHS tapes that were smashed. And so the dude didn't want to admit to everybody that he had this embarrassing, terrible anger management problem where he's punching shit in his house and he lives alone because he was too embarrassed. And why would you want to fucking admit that? That's something to be proud of. It's not like nowadays where everybody will just tell you if they have a problem. It's like back then that's embarrassing. So he just didn't say anything for like years. And the guy kept being like, yo, where's my speed run? The 2.5 hour long speed run I sent you. I paid money to ship it to you. And the guy's like, sorry, I'll get to it. Sorry. And then like years go by and the guy's just praying he forgets about it. But the guy, it still would have been a world record years later. The guy's like, dude, where's my speedrun? That took so long to get. And the guy's like, I'm sorry. Look, I'm not even doing GoldenEye speedrunning anymore. I'm sorry, dude. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. And then, apparently, after moving, he realized that one of the VHS tapes survived. Like, I think some of his speedrun tapes survived, but not the... And he uploaded them. Like, 14 years or something later, he uploaded them online. Except for the 2.5 hour one, which apparently got ruined. How sad is that? I think that one was fucking smashed. And he admitted to it. He made this long apology post to everyone who had their VHS tape smashed during that. And he was like, he explained the whole story that I just explained. And I was like, oh my god, dude, that's crazy.
Jesus.
I can't imagine how much guilt he must have felt from that.
Sad. And goddamn. Yeah, the only issue that I was going through is that when I get upset, I just cry. I cry a lot.
Crying's kind of healthy, though, honestly. Crying is a good way to relieve emotion. Sometimes, I remember hearing about, like, there were people that would look for ways to cry because they couldn't cry when they were upset.
Oh, interesting.
Because sometimes if you don't cry, you just vomit, and nobody likes vomiting.
Yep, I've been there. I just hate crying though. I feel so embarrassed and pathetic. Like, ugh. I just feel like, oh my god, if somebody saw me, I would be so humiliated right now.
You just try to accept it, you know? Just own it. Just own it. You're a crier. Just own it. Better to be a crier than to be a vomiter.
True. Yeah, I think I would much rather cry than vomit. That's awful. Ugh.
Yeah. By the way, a lot of those new songs were fucking great. All of them. Hug Energy.
Peachy Pie. Aw, Hug Energy. Aw.
There was a lot of songs we were playing. Okay, I'm sorry. I know the face cam was on for you guys, but I was dancing to some of them. What were it? Was it this one? No, it wasn't this one.
Is it Dust? Oh, hell yeah, it's this one.
Oh, this one's nice.
This one's a Minecraft music one.
I'm gonna have to listen to this when we're done with the stream. This is actually really nice.
MONIKA.
What's this one? Let me skip into it a little bit. No, I can't. I don't know what the one I was dancing to was, but it was one of them. Anyways.
Oh my god, there's so many.
That was honestly a really great sides, both of them, part 1 and 2. So much good writing tips, so much amazing character development. I would say, dare I say, better than anything in the original Doki with the Sayori part. I really liked Sayori in that story.
This made me really like Sayori. I was like, oh, Sayori.
And I love Monika
Sayori
even more than I
guy.
already do now. Oh, they're both so good. That was like so heartwarming. I love both.
It
of them.
really was.
I relate a lot more to Monika than any of the other characters. Like, you know, how about this? How about this? Ready? How about this? Ready? Okay. RTK Doki edition. Obviously, I'm Monika. I think that goes without saying. I'm the perfectionist dude who manages the group and is obsessive over the weird details. That's me. And I'm the nerd, essentially. I'm the nerd who talks about writing and stuff that bores everybody. That's me. Yep. I'll talk for 8 million years about a fucking TV show that ended 20 minutes ago, and I'll still be talking about that. So I'm the Monika. And then we have, okay, Yuri is the, who's the Yuri? Is that going to be Zyka? Is the Yuri going to be Zyka, or is it going to be Maz? That's what I'm thinking here. It's not going to be Coffee. I don't think, it's definitely not going to be Coffee. Yuri's the one who likes... Yuri's the one who in her own time indulge... Oh, no, this is Maz. This is definitely Maz.
Yeah.
Maz is the Yuri. Maz...
Wait, really? Wait, what?
Because... Is this copyrighted? I'm sorry. Can I play this? Anyways. She... Okay, just replace books with video games, right? Or something else. I don't know. Videos. And she just indulges herself in them always. She's like so into it. She's always reading to the point where sometimes she'll just do it. She'll just, like, everybody else will be talking about something and she'll just be enjoying her own little thing over there. And she's a nerd with it. She's a nerd with Skyrim. She'll talk about the fucking lore and her theories and go super in depth into this shit about like her books. That's the Maz.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, Maz just seems to know like what's going on. He's like, I know the lore. I know the JoJo. I know the stage.
Maz is the quiet one who's like, he usually is like doing his own thing or he's just watching silently. And then he'll be like, no, I have my own theory on how the story's gonna go right now. I'm gonna spill it. And then...
I think...
Oh, what was that?
I think I know who I might be.
Okay, yeah, the rest is obvious. Coffee is obviously the Natsuki. Come on, he's the meme. Yeah. He's the meme!
Yeah, I get to be along.
He's the lolly, and he's the memer one. And he likes the manga, the anime girls, the anime girl obsession.
It makes so much sense. Oh my god, goddamn, holy god. Wow, this is the best thing I could ever wish for. I finally did it. I finally get to be the lolly.
And Zyka will be the Sayembo for all the reasons previously mentioned. Plus, Sayembo says dumb shit that nobody understands half the time, so that's also Zyka.
Oh my
excellent.
god.
Okay, who's gonna be Christina? I'm kidding.
Christina.
So I'm saying that because the stream schedule is up on the screen. Alright, anyways. That was great. Do you guys want to do any more, or should we stop there?
I kind of have to go to bed soon because I got a big day. You know, I got a big day. I got people playing.
Hour and a half? It's an hour and a
All
half.
right, everybody, right now, on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, Zyka! Happy birthday, Zyka! Happy birthday, Zyka! Happy birthday to you! That's our song.
Thank you. I love that bass that Maz provided. That was some nice bass. Maz could do some great, what is it, Mongolian throat singing.
Everybody gangster until Maz's throat singing voice is in the new Cowboy Bebop anime, because, you know, the whole tribal stuff.
Oh my god, so silly. Okay, let's end here. There'll be more Doki next week, because I was really enjoying that one.
That went by so fast.
That did. I can't believe that was an hour and a half. That, honestly, I didn't even know an hour went by yet.
I felt like 45 minutes, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That was fucking great, though. Holy shit. That was just as good as the original. Alright. Thanks for listening, everybody. I'm definitely archiving the stream. I'll probably listen back to it again. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.